I am Catholic.
I am Muslim.
I am Baptist. I am Christian.
We are Hindu.
I am Muslim.
I am atheist.
I am Christian.
I am Catholic.
I am Christian.
I am a Sikh.
I'm born again Christian.
I am Hindu.
I'm Christian.
I am Catholic.
I am Christian.
We are agnostic.
I am Christian.
I am Muslim.
I'm a Sikh.
I am Christian.
I am Jewish.
I am Episcopalian. I am Christian.
I am a Buddhist.
I am Muslim.
I'm Christian.
We are Muslims.
I practice Sikhism.
A lot of my friends are both Muslim and Sikh.
I have a lot of friends who are Muslim and Sikh, and I feel like it's very unfair how they are treated.
My name is Haikaran Kumar. I'm a senior.
I'm Renderjeet Luther, and I'm a junior.
My name is Poonam and I'm in 12th grade.
My name is Jasker Multani and I'm a senior.
My name is Alina Niazov and I am a senior.
My name is Maria Asante. I'm a teacher here at Townsend Harris High School, and I've been a teacher in the New York City school system for almost 20 years.
I'm Ellen Fee. I'm an assistant principal. I started working for the DOE over 20 years ago.
In Townsend Harris, I'm the president of Sikh Student Association.
What is your role in MSA?
I'm the co-president.
I'm part of the Junior Sikh Coalition.
The faculty advisor of the Muslim Student Association, the Sikh Student Association, the Hindu Student Association, and the Christian Student Association, which is called Seekers.
Well, it's not just Islam. It's not just the Muslim communities.
So why do you think people have this view and tie together Muslims and Sikhs and discriminate against these people?
I think it's because we have a turban and a beard.
Well, I think some people confuse Sikhism with Islam, and just because they wear the turbans.
But Sikhism is the only religion that wears a turban for religious reasons.
Sikhs are discriminated just based on looks.
Yeah, I look different than everyone else in the class, right?
Once they see the turban, they think they're a terrorist or something.
Well, they've called me a terrorist, even though my religion is not one that promotes violence.
When you see Al-Qaeda people posting videos or ISIS people posting videos, you always see them with a turban. And that shows the wrong impression for Sikhism because we're also identified with turbans. And the beard's also a major thing, they have beards and we have beards, so people are always confused about who we are.
Yeah, we can't lump everybody into the same category.
I've been mistaken to be a Muslim because of the way I look.
Have you ever been confused from Muslim?
Yes, I have.
People think that Sikhs are Muslims, and it's just completely untrue. They're very separate religions.
So because people see a turban and a beard doesn't mean that you're Muslim. People need to know the differentiation between Muslims and Sikhs.
We're our own independent religion. We're not we didn't come from Hinduism or Islam.
I think Muslims especially, they're discriminated against because of people's ignorance. They don't understand that most Muslim people are so innocent and good-hearted.
All Muslims and all Sikhs that I've ever met have hearts of gold and are choosing to follow a religion that says peace on earth.
Horrifying.
Tragic.
Troubling.
Cruel.
The scapegoat.
Scapegoats.
It's violence.
I worked in a school in Bay Ridge which had a very, very large Muslim population, and I never thought twice about it. I'm like, okay, there are Catholic kids, there are Jewish kids, there are Muslim kids, and we just kind of went about our merry way.
Well, they're obviously very tragic events.
I think these attacks are absolutely horrifying.
There's lots of diversity in Queens, and I think high schools in Queens reflected that diversity, and I think there was a lot of tolerance and trust and even curiosity about different faiths and different cultures.
After 9/11 happened, I think there was a lot of anti-Muslim backlash.
When 9/11 hit, I think there was a increase in distrust, and students especially, maybe from their parents, maybe from their friends, started not trusting each other and maybe wondering if there was something not right or something that was bad about a different culture. And I didn't see that before 9/11.
What's more tragic is that people automatically blame Islam for those attacks.
What they do is not representative, like they're called what, the Islamic State. I think their actual name has nothing to do with that. They're not representative of Islam or any type of government in any way.
I hate to say this, but are kind of like winning.
Their whole campaign is fear-based. It's not even about facts, it's about scaring the hell out of people, and they're doing a very good job at it. But what they don't realize is the moderate Muslim outnumbers those radicals, those extremists, in ways you can't imagine. So we just have to not let the bad guys win.
They spread very negative ideas about Islam throughout the whole world, and it's very unfair to the Muslim community.
I don't think people have a real problem with your everyday Muslim neighbor. I don't think that's where the problem is. I think people have a hard time understanding extremists. And there are extremists in every religion. So I think people don't get why you would want to do something so horrible. But what they don't realize is horrible things have been done in the name of many religions for many years. It's just, all of a sudden, it's kind of like in the United States, all that ugliness has been brought right to our doorstep. And we haven't had that ugliness in the United States. Meanwhile, Europe has been dealing with this stuff for many years. So I think once it's put in front of you and now you have to deal with it, I think it becomes very different.
Muslims disagree with ISIS because ISIS does not agree with Islam.
You know, when they blow up a building, there were Muslims in that building that day.
It's definitely not fair because the actions of some do not speak for the actions of all.
People don't know what Islam really is, and for that reason they're willing to believe whatever people tell them that ISIS is Islam.
Islam doesn't promote violence. It's a religion of peace. Like if you look at any verses or any texts from the Quran, it promotes peace, but people think that Islam and terrorists calling them the same thing is because there's some people that view the Quran in a different way, in a radical way.
I think ISIS is causing some people like Donald Trump to completely demean the Islamic culture.
Donald Trump is also one of the main causes of this because he's a part of the media, and he's the one who's making such rash and crazy remarks about Islam and the people of it, and just discriminating. And you know, people who are uneducated, they take these comments and they actually start believing in it, and that's when all these ideals spread.
That's not what our country is found on. It's based on having equal rights for everybody.
I don't think that that we need to make laws and prevent immigrants to come to the United States. I think that's what we're based on.
They categorize the terrorist attacks with the religion, and those two things have really nothing to do with each other.
So do you think the media has corrupted the image of Islam?
Definitely. You know, if you turn on like even like the liberal news networks, all they talk about is Islamic terrorists. That's Islamic terrorism.
So do you think media might have the same influence?
Absolutely. Media, newspapers, anything that pushes fear. And I think media does that really well.
The media portrays certain groups, for example, like the Muslims and the Sikhs, very negatively.
Of course, media has always influenced it because sometimes the media doesn't even know when they're correct.
Fear sells newspapers. Fear makes you turn in on you know, they tell you something's coming up at 11 o'clock on the news and you have to watch it. And you're like, I have to watch that. And it's all about fear.
This fear is probably because of the mistake that the media makes.
Media likes to put anything that's showy and that catches people's eyes, and violence is perfect to grab people's attention.
I guess when people see something's different, they may feel threatened to it.
I think people fear what they don't know and they don't understand.
People are afraid of things that don't look like them.
Fear definitely has a role in all of this.
People fear things that they're not used to.
I feel people were really confused, really angry, and really fearful. And I think when people are afraid, they do things they wouldn't normally do. You know, fear is very motivating, but it's not always a positive motivator.
I was scared as a child of people who wore turbans, but as I grew up, I learned more about how like they are compassionate people.
Muslims are not terrorists and Sikhs aren't terrorists, and relating terrorists with both religions is wrong to do.
For one thing, we just need to explain to people the difference between Islam and whatever ISIS stands for, because they're certainly not, you're not able to converge them at any point.
That's wrong because people need to know the difference, because Sikhism also promotes peace. We're not people of violence. Like, our religion was originated based on peace and to protect people.
My father is Punjabi and he's also a Sikh, so he brings me along with him to the Gurdwara, where I do seva, which is devout and selfless service for your community.
Another main concept in Sikhism is seva. So that basically means to help others, right? Help others even though it may not help yourself, right?
My religion promotes equality for everyone.
Do you feel welcome at a Gurdwara?
Definitely, yeah.
And do you think that anyone is welcome at a Gurdwara?
Yeah, certainly.
Okay.
Before, Sikhism is a peaceful religion, and we're all about helping people.
I remember serving a homeless person once. He wasn't even like Sikh. Anyone is welcome. You know, they won't turn their shoulder on you.
I think when you don't understand something, you lash out at what you don't understand. And I think that's what happened with the Muslim population.
Well, there have been certain instances where I have been the victim of insults because of my religion.
I hear student stories. I hear my own kids' stories.
I got bullied for my religion, right? I got bullied because I wear a turban. And I got bullied because I keep my facial hair.
It breaks my heart.
I was in elementary school, and it wasn't physical abuse, it was more verbal abuse.
I think the Sikhs and the Muslims should educate people, knowing that there's a difference between us, so people aren't fearful of everybody.
They bullied because they didn't know about my religion, right? So like if they did, then like I don't if they knew about my religion, then they wouldn't bully me. So I took that as a way to educate them about my religion. I'm like, that's what I've been doing my whole life.
If people ask me, am I Muslim, I say no, I'm a Sikh, and I educate them about my religion, and I also educate them about Muslims if they ever ask about, like, make jokes about terrorism or anything. But I tell them that there's a difference, and Muslims promote peace, and so do Sikhs.
The Sikh Coalition is an organization that fights for the basic human rights, human civil rights for all races, not only Sikhs, but like anyone who is facing like a human rights violation. The Sikh Coalition will advocate for them.
I think Sikhism is a religion that holds its belief in the community and giving back.
Equality for all.
If people are more educated and well aware about these different religions and their beliefs and what they stand for, I think it can just diminish the discrimination against Sikhs and Muslims.
To promote awareness and make people more knowledgeable about the differences in the ideologies of each religion. And then I think that would be one step that we could take to educate people.
But at the end of the day, people also need to educate themselves and know the difference when they see a Sikh and when they see a Muslim. Because it's wrong to not only the Sikhs but also the Muslims being harassed that aren't doing anything.
If we educate the youth about how we are all humans and we're all equal to each other, then I think we could raise awareness. I think we are all human beings capable of feeling compassion.
People forgot that the same people you liked last week were the same people this week, and they didn't change.
The first step is education, right? So you should educate everyone that like
On education,
Educate.
when you get to know people and you know people and their hearts, you realize that very few people in the world are terrorists and radicals and extremists that want to hurt others.
I am human.
I am human.
I am human.
We are human.
I am 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 human.
We are human. I am human.
I am human.
I am human.
I'm human.
I am human. I am human.
I am human.
We are human.
I am human.
I am human.
I am human.
We are human. I'm human.
I'm a human being, and I love everybody.